Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan, and today I've got another video for you. This one is going to be another story video. You guys are really liking these story videos, and I'm getting a lot of likes on them, so I'm going to continue to do them. This story is going to be about the time that I broke my ankle snowboarding. So it's a pretty interesting story, so just sit back, relax, and let's just jump right into it. So I think snowboarding is really fun. I've been doing it for about 4 years now, and every year is just better and better. And basically, the snowboarding place to go for all my friends is at my house because I have a big hill outside my house, and it's just really fun to go down. It's a pretty steep hill too, so you get a lot of speed, and it's also pretty dangerous too. Yeah, basically what happened is it was just like any other winter day. You know, it was very cold outside, lots of snow on the ground. I think that was the day that our school got canceled, and we went outside, and we brought over our friends. I believe it was me, my brother, and my other two friends, Connor and Alex. They came over and they were sled riding with us and snowboarding. And we were all just having a really good time. And basically how the rules work on snowboarding at this house is at the top of the hill, everyone waits, and then you guys take turns going down. One person goes down the hill, and then at the end, there's a big row of trees, so you kind of have to just dive off into the snow, you know what I mean? And so you won't just run straight into a tree. So you just kind of dive off your board or dive off your sled, and then you stand up and you put your hand up. Once your hand is up, that means the next person can go, meaning that no one runs into each other. Now, this was a rule for a very long time. It wasn't anything new. It was just something that, we knew already. However, this time was a little bit different. This was the latest we've ever stayed out snowboarding. It was I'm going to say 10 o'clock, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock. So it was getting pretty dark outside, so it was getting hard to see. And I snowboarded down my hill, and I got to the bottom, and, I tipped off my board, and right before I could even stand up, I hear someone else go. So I stand up, getting ready to give the signal, but someone's already went, and my brother is just on a sled, coming full speed straight at me, out of the big hill that we have. For some reason, he took the path that I took, not on purpose. He just kind of went the same direction, and he was on the course to slam right into me. And now you may be saying, hey Ryan, why don't you just jump out of the way? You probably had enough time to jump out of the way. And you know what? You'd be 100% right. I did have more than enough time to jump out of the way, but I was like a deer in the headlights. I just had no idea what to do. Oh my God, he's coming right at me. What do I do? And it never occurred to me, hey, maybe I should just move a few inches to the left and not get hit. But no, that didn't occur in my head. But he got to the point where he was so close to me that there was no escape. There was no getting away from it. So instead of diving to the left, instead of diving to the right, I decided to jump straight up. Now, what ended up happening was I jumped straight up, and it looked really awesome. It was badass. That's what my friend Connor said. He was like, dude, it looked like a freaking action movie. But no, I just jumped up, and I landed straight on my brother, on his board, or on his sled while he was going super fast down the hill. And I land on him, and the rope for the sled gets caught around my ankle, and I get pulled off the sled into the snow, and my ankle just goes all the way back behind my head. It was a gymnastics session. I had no idea how it stretched out that far. It was crazy. And I just felt this really sharp pain just rip up through my ankle, and I just started losing my mind. I believe when I was in 6th grade when this happened, so I was still pretty young. And I just completely lost my mind because I've never had anything like that happen to me before. I never broke an ankle. I never broke any part of my body. That still remains the only part that I've broken of my body to this day. And I'll never forget, I was completely shocked. I was completely in pain. I believe I was overreacting. I don't think it hurt as bad as I made it sound like it hurt, because I was just screaming. I was just constantly screaming. And I don't remember saying this, but my brother told me that whenever, they threw me kind of over their shoulders, I put one arm over my buddy Alex's shoulder and one arm over my brother's, and they were kind of helping me up my driveway to get me into the house. And I remember, or my brother told me that he remembers me saying, I'm gonna die. I'm just fucking overreacting and just craziness right now. And I'm just, thinking I'm gonna die just because I broke my ankle or something. So I think that's pretty funny. But that's not really where the story ends just yet. a few days went by, and I thought maybe it was just sprained. So we gave it like a day or two, and I couldn't put any weight on it whatsoever. And I was still kind of freaked out about it, but it wasn't like constant pain. Only whenever I put a little bit of pressure on it, it would start to really hurt. So we gave it a day or two just to, let it see, hey, maybe it's not broken. Let's not, waste money, booking an appointment for nothing. So we gave it a day or two, and we were like, okay, it's not going away. Let's go get you checked out. So we went to a doctor, and it was a Med Express, actually. And they took a look, and they, felt everything in my foot, and they said that it was not broken. They were like, oh, no, it's not broken. It's just a really bad sprain. And we were like, oh, okay. So that means we don't really have to do anything to it. No cast, no anything, no really form of treatment. Just over time it'll heal, and just, take it easy. So that's pretty much it. We went home after that. They gave us the x-rays, and they said nothing's wrong, and that was it. And my dad was kind of skeptical because we've had bad experiences with this doctor in this place before. So he decided to go to one of my relatives, because he was a doctor, and my dad gave him the x-rays and said, okay, maybe you could analyze this. And he right away goes, oh yeah, that's broken. Like, what? Like, how do you fuck up that bad? How does a doctor look at it and go, no, it's not broken, it's just a bad sprain? And then we go to one of our relatives who's also a doctor, and he's like, yeah, that's definitely broken. Like, instantly he knew, like, boom, it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Like, how? How do you fuck that up? But anyway, my dad was pretty angry. I really didn't know what was going on. I just kind of, went with the flow of things. And we eventually got a boot or an air cast on my leg, and it was pretty good. It wasn't too, high maintenance or anything like that. It was pretty loose, and, it wasn't too bad. And it healed over like 2 weeks, so it wasn't really that bad at all. So I thought it was a pretty interesting story to share, and I still tease my brother about it because he wasn't supposed to go at that time on the sled ride. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this story video. If you guys do relate and have a story about a time that you maybe broke a bone or broke your ankle or something along those lines, leave it in the comments. I'd like to read them. And yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.